Most people think a jet ski tops out around $25,000. They don't. There's a level where one costs more than a Porsche 911, where only 10 exist per year, and where the dealer who sold you yours has never seen one. Welcome aboard. Today, we're decoding the 7 levels of jet skis, from a $7,000 toy to a $130,000 obsession. Some you've seen, some you've ridden. At least one of them you'll wish you hadn't. Here's what every jet ski owner thinks they know. You pay between $5,000 and $25,000. You get something fast, fun, occasionally terrifying. You ride it on summer weekends. The dealer hands you a keychain. The dealer is happy. Everything past that they don't talk about, because they don't sell it. Take the speed limit. Every jet ski you can legally buy in America is capped at 67 miles per hour. Not because the engine can't go faster. The Kawasaki Ultra 310 Limited makes 310 horsepower. The Sea-Doo RXP-X 325 supercharged makes 325. Uncorked, these machines would hit 90, 95, maybe 100 miles per hour. But they don't. Why? In 1999, the Personal Watercraft Industry Association, every major manufacturer represented, agreed to limit top speed via the ECU, 65 miles per hour, later relaxed to 67. No federal law, no regulation, just an industry-wide gentleman's agreement, made in response to deaths on crowded summer lakes. If you've ever wondered why every brand caps out within 2 miles per hour of the next, now you know. So here's what we're really counting. 7 levels, 7 prices, 7 decisions about who you become on the water. Let's start at the bottom. Level 1. The Sea-Doo Spark. $7,100. 60 horsepower, 42 miles per hour, 410 pounds, light enough to lift onto a pickup bed without a trailer. When Sea-Doo launched the Spark in 2014, the industry laughed. $5,000 base price. Plastic where rivals used composite. 3 colors that looked like beach toys. Yamaha's executives reportedly called it the iPhone SE of the water, and they didn't mean it as a compliment. They should have. 60% of every Spark sold goes to a first-time PWC owner. Families who'd never considered a jet ski before because $20,000 was insane. $7,000 wasn't. In 5 years, the Spark dragged Sea-Doo from underdog to market leader. By 2019, BRP owned 51% of the US market. They haven't given it back. The Spark isn't the best jet ski. It's the most important one, because it's the gateway. And the gateway leads upstairs. Level 2. The Yamaha VX Cruiser HO. $14,500. 180 horsepower, 56 miles per hour, 3-passenger seat, cooler in the bow. This is the family minivan of the water. And it has more history than any jet ski on this list. In 1986, Yamaha invented the entire idea of a sit-down jet ski, the Marine Jet 500T. Before that, every PWC was a stand-up. You'd ride it like a surfboard with handlebars. Yamaha said, what if a normal person could just sit on it? The Wave Runner was born. Yamaha dominated the sit-down market for almost 3 decades. And then they got blindsided. Between 2014 and 2019, BRP, using the cheap Spark we just covered, captured 51% of the US PWC market. Yamaha went from king to challenger in less than 5 years. All because Sea-Doo solved one problem Yamaha didn't think mattered. Entry price. The VX Cruiser HO is Yamaha's answer. A practical, family-shaped runabout at a price that's not insulting. It's selling. It's not selling enough. Level 3 is where Yamaha stops competing and Sea-Doo starts terrifying you. Level 3. The Sea-Doo GTR-X 230. Around $18,000. 230 horsepower from a Rotex, 1630 supercharged. 65 miles per hour. Electronically limited. This is where jet skis stop being fun and start being dangerous. The supercharger is the trick. It's a small air pump bolted to the engine that forces compressed air into the intake, basically doubling the power output without doubling the engine size. Sea-Doo introduced this in 2003 with the original RXP. It changed jet skis forever. It also changed the maintenance bill. Here's the part the dealer doesn't write on the sticker. Every supercharger Sea-Doo uses needs new washers every 50 hours. About $80. Not a huge deal. But every 200 hours, the whole supercharger needs a full rebuild. Dealer rate, $1,200. Do it yourself with the right tools, $700. Skip it, and the washers disintegrate. Metal fragments enter the engine through the intake. Catastrophic failure, $8,000 to $15,000 to replace the motor. 200 hours sounds like a lot. The average enthusiast owner hits it in 3 summers. No dealer mentions this when you sign. It's not hidden, it's in the manual. But the manual goes in the glove box, and the glove box never opens. Welcome to musclecraft territory. Level 4 is worse. Level 4, the apex. 2 production machines define this tier. The Sea-Doo RXP-X 325, the Kawasaki Ultra 310 Limited, $22,000 to $25,000, 325 and 3 to 10 horsepower respectively, both supercharged, both governed to 67 miles per hour. Both will kill you. A Sea-Doo RXP-X accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 1.8 seconds. A Tesla Model S Plaid, currently one of the fastest cars on Earth, does it in 1.9 to 9. The jet ski wins. Now the Plaid is on dry pavement, sitting flat with seatbelts. The RXP-X is on water, with no seatbelt, with your knees as the only suspension. And the human brain was not designed for this. According to the U.S. Coast Guard's 2023 Annual Recreational Boating Statistics Report, head and neck trauma is the leading cause of PWC hospitalizations. Most happen the same way. Hard turn, lateral ejection, helmet doesn't help because no one wears one. Concussion. Sometimes worse. These machines accelerate faster than gravity. Your inner ear can't keep up. Your reflexes can't keep up. And the dealer is happy to hand you the lanyard. If you reach level 4, you've passed the line between recreation and extreme sport. Most owners learn this the hard way. Some never get to learn it. Level 5. The Yamaha FX Limited SVHO. $28,400. 250 horsepower, supercharged. Still capped at 67. But this one isn't about speed. This one is about distance. You get an 18.5-gallon fuel tank, a built-in cooler, Bluetooth speakers, GPS, a removable bimini sunshade, 2 storage compartments large enough for a multi-day overnight bag. There's a small, obsessive subculture that buys these. They don't race. They don't freestyle. They do something the industry won't even market. PWC overlanding. The Great Loop is the 6,000-mile inland waterway that connects Florida to the Great Lakes through rivers, canals, and the East Coast. Most people complete it in trawlers' 50-foot displacement boats that burn 20 gallons an hour. A handful complete it on jet skis. We're talking 3,000 miles of riding in fragments, 2-week vacations stacked across summers, marinas treating you like an exotic visitor, hotels with hand-pumped fuel cans waiting in their parking lots. You will never see this in a Yamaha ad because they don't market it. But the FX Limited is the only production jet ski genuinely capable of it. And the people doing it won't shut up about it. If level 4 wants to kill you, level 5 wants to take you somewhere quiet. Level 6. And this one breaks the pattern. Up to now, money has bought you speed, power, and distance. Level 6 costs less than level 5. Less than level 4, but you won't survive it. The stand-up jet ski, Kawasaki SX-R 1500, Yamaha Superjet, crash foot rocket. No seat, no handlebars on a console, handlebars on a sprung steering pole. Just a footwell and the throttle. $14,000 to $25,000, depending on build. And you cannot ride one. First-timers fall off within 3 seconds. Not exaggerating. The center of gravity is so high that the slightest throttle pulse without weight transfer in the right direction flips you. Most people give up after one afternoon. The ones who don't give up become professional athletes. The IJSBA International Jet Sports Boating Association runs world championships every year. The athletes at the elite level burn over 6,000 calories per hour during freestyle competition. Some lose 15 to 20 pounds across a single competition season. Sports scientists who've studied them say stand-up freestyle is more physically demanding than competitive motocross. Money cannot buy this. Only skill stays on this machine. That's why level 6 is here. Because it's the only level you can't buy your way through. And the level above it you can't buy your way to. Something is approaching. Level 7. The Belassi Burrasca B3R. $130,000. 320 horsepower. Over 100 miles per hour, uncorked. 18-month lead time. 10 units produced per year. Total. Belassi was founded in 2018 by ex-KTM engineers in Austria. If that name doesn't mean anything to you, KTM makes the orange motorcycles you've seen winning Dakar and Supercross. Engine engineering pedigree at the absolute top of motorsport. They didn't want to build a faster jet ski. They wanted to build a Bugatti for the water. You don't buy a Belassi from a dealer. There is no dealer. You fly to Austria. You spec the hull color, the leather, the performance tier. You sit in it. They measure you the way a tailor measures a suit. 18 months later, your Burrasca arrives in a wooden crate with a hull plate engraved with your initials. Total production, 10 machines a year. Reportedly, Belassi doesn't publish exact numbers. Who buys them? Belassi won't say. They have a publishable phrase, private clientele in 12 countries. Industry watchers believe most go to superyacht owners in Monaco, Saint-Tropez, and the Persian Gulf as tender accessories, yacht toys. Most are never ridden seriously. They're displayed, cleaned, photographed, lifted on and off the yacht with a crane. Has anyone ever crashed a Belassi? We don't know. The owners aren't talking. So here's the question that breaks people. Is a $130,000 jet ski still a jet ski? Or is it something else? When you remove the dealer, the price tier, the comparison shopping, you're not buying transportation anymore. You're buying ownership of something almost no one else has, closer to a sculpture than a vehicle. And just when you think level 7 is the ceiling, it isn't. There's an 8th level we couldn't quite fit in the countdown. Because technically, it's not a jet ski. The Seabreacher. A fully enclosed, dolphin-shaped, submersible jet vehicle that mimics the breaching behavior of orcas. Uses a 1500C Rotex marine engine, submerges 5 feet below the surface. Costs $80,000 to $110,000 base. Customizations reach $200,000. U.S. Coast Guard doesn't classify it as a PWC. It's submersible watercraft. A category of 1. Rob Innes, who founded the company, left a career in aerospace to build it, took 10 years to reach commercial production. Says, quote, "We're not a jet ski. We're closer to an aircraft built for water. Pilot training is part of the package." Level 7 is the ceiling of the jet ski category. The Seabreacher is what happens after the category gives up. From $7,000 to $130,000. 7 levels. Each one says something different about who you became on the water. Level 1 says, "I wanted my kids to remember a summer." Level 4 says, "I needed to feel something faster than thinking." Level 6 says, "I'd rather lose 15 pounds than win a race." Level 7 says, "I want what almost no one else has." But there's a level 0 we didn't count. It's the rental booth on the beach, $20 for 30 minutes, life vest included. The water doesn't know what you paid, and neither does the wind. Pick your level. But know this, the joy doesn't scale with the price tag. Which level are you? Drop the number in the comments, we read every single one. If this decoded something for you, hit subscribe and join the crew. New videos every week. Fair winds and following seas. Welcome to the crew.